run into issues with their expedition, and you've seen flyers posted all over the place to help them. Here, just move you all over to here. It's kind of what the town looks like, city.
These are the ruins in the side of the mountain?
No, so basically the ruins are in the mountain, but because it's been taking so long because they got pickaxes and not anything fancy or expensive to dig these ruins out. They're like ancient dwarven ruins. It's been slow progress, and they've been hindered by a litany of bad events over the years.
And so
What's the name? What's the name of this town?
Mistrata.
And Tycor is a dwarf, and he's got a trait of stone cutting.
Yeah.
We were just a really buff halfling.
So what is stone? Okay, you got stone cutting.
Stone cutting. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
Nice. I mean, I can tell you kind of what's like.
Which doesn't do anything for me because I have a +0 bonus to history until. But anyway.
So yeah, there's been flyers all over the place. Any kind of notice board has adventures needed. Willing to pay triple now, because they're getting desperate.
We should wait another week so that the price goes up a bit.
Price goes up.
Does it have a listed payout as it is?
As is, it was originally offering 500 gold per person, and then now it's trying to offer triple that.
Wow.
So 1,500 gold per person.
I lied. We should get on that.
So, housekeeping. Jake, your cast Lorbeck is Dragonborn or Lizard folk?
He's Dragonborn.
Okay.
He's a really old dragon.
And cast iron is Dragonborn or Goliath?
Goliath.
I am a Goliath.
All right.
We are not related to giants in any way.
We call you.
We need to throat clear that.
Hey, giant boy, good to see you again.
Make me call you Shorty.
Let's go on in and find this place.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that the excavations are basically at the top of the city.
Exactly where you would expect to find ruins. All right. Onwards and upwards. Yup, he's been eaten by a dog again.
Hi, Cord. Ward off your dog.
That was
Lorbeck's the germaphobe, isn't he?
Hypochondriac, indeed he is.
All right, we're gonna pop this out real quick.
I'll have you know that the germ theory of disease is nothing but superstitious nonsense.
Possibly. I'm out to find the truth and to reveal all sicknesses and diseases and remove them.
I remember you now, Lorbeck. I remember you very well.
That's good, because I can't remember anything.
Oh dear.
Yep, he goes in the front.
So who found this flyer that we're gonna? What did it say again? Are we just they're wanting adventurers to go kill something or what?
Lorbach holds the pamphlet like right up to his snout so he can see with his old man eyes.
Basically, the pamphlet says adventures needed. Dangerous dungeon requires clearing. Is basically what it says.
Mm.
And then below it says 500, and then that's scratched out, and then above it's like 1,000, and then that's scratched out, and then now it says 1,500 gold per adventure.
We We should hurry up. There's probably already competition waiting outside.
And out at the gate, you see like a huge band of like looks like a bunch of dwarves or something congregating. They're all heavily armored, weapons and stuff, and you see one of them's like trying to get them to start marching up, but they're all like wandering off in other directions, like trying to herd cats.
More
Starts
buff
yelling at them.
Tycor just starts running through.
So yeah, you get to the as you get to the top, you can see there's what appears to have been a kind of like big entrance, kind of like what you'd see at the entrance to this wall on the picture in front of us. There's a heavy, thick portcullis down that's bearing the entrance into it, as well as what appears to be fortifications surrounding it. It's like they're trying to keep something back. You know, they're not trying to stop stuff from going in. They're trying to stop something from coming out. And they're and you see there's a bunch of what it looked like miners, variety of races and ages and people. Are all just kind of sitting around. None of them are actively working. And then there's a sign that says office and it points off to one direction. So yeah, that's what you see.
Government workers. They ain't doing anything. Imagine that.
Yes, they seem quite busy.
I guess to the office we go. Is that where the pamphlet says we should go to get our work started?
Yeah. So yeah, so you get in there. There's a tiny halfling, tiny for a halfling, anyways, which is really small. He's scurrying around. He has a really big pair of spectacles, and he's scurrying around. He looks up at you, and he's like, "Oh, are you here for the adventure, or the clearing the dungeon?"
Since he's looking up, I don't think he's looking at me. He's probably looking for me up.
We are.
He looks at he like takes a step back, looks at all of you, and he's like, "Is that all?"
Lorbach looks anxiously at the pamphlet and misread something.
That's just the one dungeon for today, I think. If you have anything else, we'll check back with you tomorrow.
Yes, especially if you have any diseases or sicknesses.
Tycor still scratching his head. What do you mean is this all? What are you talking about?
Are you like the only three who want to go in there? There's not more of you somewhere?
Well, want is a strong word.
Cast iron makes up for two of us. You know, he's twice the size of dwarves.
Several times your size. If I'd attempt to knee you, I would miss.
He's almost as big as a giant.
He's like, "Oh,
Not related to giants at all.
okay. Well, you know, it's a lot of people have died down there."
Well, what's in this dungeon that you want cleared out?
We don't know. That's the issue. If we knew it was down there, we would I'd like to take care of it ourselves instead of paying you guys such an extortionate price.
The only thing that we can do that the archaeologists can't do is solve a mystery.
And identify diseases.
I don't think it's a disease. The only thing you're going to encounter down there is
you didn't know what
hypothermia.
it was.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you
the
were not a
screams
doctor,
of
right?
agony
You
probably mean it's
clearly
not a
have never
disease.
seen the plague.
Yeah, the plague is pretty terrible. It causes a lot of pain.
If it was screams of agony, it wasn't dwarves down there dying, that's for sure, because we don't scream.
You clearly have never seen a dwarf get his beard cut off.
Oh, that's
Actually, just like he's just folding his arms and like glaring at you guys at this point.
What can you tell us about these ruins?
Well, there's a lot of stories around them, which is why I guess we're going in there. But it's sometimes hard to discern myth from truth.
I don't
Some of the
mean to
ancient.
say that you literally have one job, but I'm not asking a lot of you here.
So
You did say we are. That's why we are going. Are you going into the ruins with us?
oh no, no.
Okay. Okay.
That's for you guys to die in there alone. I'm not dying there today. And he goes on to tell you that there's a lot of stories about an ancient dragon that used to inhabit these mountains. And then like so ancient heroes from the past, eons and eons ago, killed it, and yeah, okay, the ancient one is dead. Don't worry. But there's stories that say it had laid a batch of eggs, and then there's some timey-wimey magic that's like meaning they're not all dead yet. So maybe there's a dragon down there. I don't know.
You know what color or variety this ancient dragon was?
He goes to his desk and he starts pulling out pieces of paper and notes, and paper starts flying up in the air, and it's like a whirlwind of paper in there. And finally he pulls out like this little scraps, like half a sheet of paper. He's like, I believe it was white.
Oh dear. Those are the stupid ones.
And then he continues to say, and it's also remarkably cold down there.
Oh dear. Actually, that's okay.
For you, poisonous dragon, tell you the truth.
He turns to you and he's like, I would highly recommend some winter gear before going down there.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Does this insulation not count?
No.
All right.
You happen to have any?
Yes. There's a rack, and he points out across there's a window that overlooks the yard, and there's a rack of winter boots and jackets hanging up by the entrance.
Lorbach goes over and starts trying them on.
All right, you try them on. You eventually find a pair that fit.
I find one that fits, take it off, put it back, grab one that's a little bit too small, so that is like just a cheat on my wrists, even when I keep my arms down. Like,
Oh, that's perfect.
And you can see all the miners are just kind of like giving you the side eye.
I give them the finger, but it's way too high up for them to see.
Okay, but like there's more than just dwarves there, okay? There's everybody from dwarves to humans to...
Oh, that's lame.
I also like to get one of those like winter hats that has like the flops on the sides. I like get one of those.
You see one of the dwarves nods approvingly when you grab one of those.
Like tie it around and stick it under my chin.
Then he just kind of looks at you like, what are you doing? Like, you're good with the hat before you did anything to it.
Tycor grabs a beard also.
All right.
And yeah, is there anything? Do you have anything in this city that helps prevent? Like that's good against the cold in case of a bad winter. Like I've heard not the Eskimos, but some people put fat on their body. Smear it on their body to help.
We're not falling for that again.
He just kind of points to the rack of winter weather gear. He's like, that's usually what we do. Otherwise, if like you have a way of bringing fire down there, that might be able to help. But like, I don't think that would work.
We don't know. I don't know what cast iron can do, to tell you the truth. I don't know if he can bring fire down there or not.
We do have torches.
Yeah, do you happen to have any fire that we could take with us?
He goes to the back and he brings out a bundle of torches.
Hey, nice.
There's about 5 torches. But he's
Okay.
he has them kind of like over one shoulder, and he's like barely making it to you. It's obvious that this is a struggle for him. This is obviously a small halfling that's not used to any sort of physical labor at all.
I'll quickly take the torches out of his hands and add them to my pack. Oh, thank you very much.
All right.
So-
Anything else, or you think we're good to go?
Well, I mean, I think you're going to die down there, but if you want to do it, that's not for me to control.
Your
would you happen to have?
inspiration is inspiring.
Would you
Well, you're
happen
not the
to
first
have
people to go down there. I'll just leave it at that. And then he
Yeah.
turns to Lorbach.
any maps or schematics of this place so we don't get lost down there?
No, we haven't been able to make it past the entryway.
Okay, so when will we know that our job is done? Is it just when we've made it past the entryway, or do you want us to explore the entire place? Are there any other parts of your job you would like us to do for you?
I mean, do we just knock on the door and see if a dragon answers?
Again, he just kind of sighs and he glares at Castard mostly. And then he's like, "Well, tell you what, whatever artifact you guys can take one artifact from the ruins if you so desire. That means you kind of have to find them because we've taken everything out of the front couple of rooms. So.
Ah, so you have made it in past the entrance.
Well, yeah, the first couple rooms, yes, but beyond that, we don't know much. People tend to die.
Well, you said nobody. You didn't expect us to come back. You don't expect us to come back, right? So you don't mind bumping that 1,500 gold up to about 3,000 each, right?
No.
No, you don't mind. All right, good deal.
No.
3,000 each. We're good with that.
We are paying each of you 1,500 gold apiece, and that is the price.
Right.
We're not paying you any more than that.
I think that sounds.
We'll pay you less than that, but we'll pay you that.
I think that sounds good. Although I don't know that you can. Yeah.
Also, do be careful down there, because there are stories of both magical artifacts, both good and bad, cursed and not
There
cursed.
usually are, in my experience.
The wrong people that old cast iron and Lorback he thinks everything's diseased, and that's
I mean,
okay.
It could be poisoned. You never know.
Yeah.
Then don't eat anything you find in a dungeon. That's a terrible idea.
I mean, you gotta taste it, see if it's contagious.
I don't like the use of royal you there. I would prefer if you used the royal I.
Who's your royalty? Oh.
Yeah, right. He's royalty.
All right, let's get going. My joints are already getting achy. We haven't been in there yet.
All right.
The
There's some
the
kind
half-
of like really big vest or coat that I can find amidst the warm winter wear.
the what we have, what you see is what you get. Again, points to the big winter rack, and there
I'm
is
asking
indeed
the dungeon
a
master.
giant coat for cast iron.
Love
It's
to
meant
see
for a
it.
giant.
You know, I think it'd be funnier if he has to like tie some of the sleeves together to make like like one that actually reaches across.
No,
the
this
entire
is
What-
this is
what
one
he's
that's like 4
absolutely
sizes
doing
too big for cast
is-
iron.
And he's not perturbed at all. He doesn't button it up. It's just bare-chested trench coat is what he's going for, and that's the dynamic. All right. I think we're ready to get this on. We got to do with dragons and curses. And were there anything else that you know about these ruins that you've risked your life to study?
It's probably trapped as well. Cursed,
Oh, yeah.
dragons, traps.
That's what I'm gonna kill these guys. All right. On delay.
Also, we think some cultists might have taken up residence in there at some point.
God, what is this person? Thanks.
Why-
What kind of cultists? What are they cultists of?
Probably dragons, dragon worshippers.
Indeed, they are.
Hey,
They're
you
either
live in-
kobolds or lizard folk. We're not sure which ones.
Okay, great. We can deal with those. All right.
Sounds like there's everything in this dungeon. There's probably some undead. You got any undead in there too?
Any
Or
undead in there?
No.
Are you confident?
No.
All right, great.
How
How much more will you pay us when we kill the undead?
No more than
We'll
the.
negotiate that when we come to it. All right.
No,
On
we're not negotiating.
I will bury you in corpses. And you will pay me to unbury you.
His
not
face
you.
turns white, and he's like,
Lor-
"Please don't. I have a delicate constitution."
I know.
Lorbach turns and he like puts his hands on like the lower abdomen of Castar and like starts to try to push, but his feet are just kind of like moving in place as there's no motion happening. He's like, let's just leave, let's just leave.
Keston absolutely moves with the push like he's getting pushed, just no resistance whatsoever.
If when cast iron dies and doesn't come back, can we get his portion of the gold?
Fine. If you guys will just go down there.
Are you sure you didn't leave out any more details that you suddenly remember?
Let me think about it. He turns and he goes back in the office and you see papers flying everywhere again. He comes back out. He's like, there may or may not be a demon there. I don't know.
I've never wanted to murder Hobo in my life. But today is that day. All right, let's go into the cave so I can take my anger out on something that deserves it.
As they're walking towards the cave, Lorbach's like,
He's just not very organized on his note keeping. Don't take it out on him.
Forgive bad note keeping. It's that he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. This is a lack of professionalism that I cannot excuse from a supposed scholar.
He overhears that and he's like, I'll have you know, I'm the leading expert in my field. And he goes back in
And
the
everyone
office
else sucks.
and he pulls out a very sketchy looking it's like a degree that you get from a college. It's that, but it looks very much like it was faked. It does not look real whatsoever.
I'm leaving. Going in. Can't do this anymore.
He whistles at the there's a bunch of guards around there because obviously they're trying to stop anything dead, demon, dragon, or cultist from coming out, and they open up this giant portcullis. And you go in, and there is a series of stairs that lead down into the depths. It gets rather dark.
Only get better from here.
Rather dark, rather quickly, as they shut the portcullis behind you. And you guys have dark vision or torches at the very least. Doesn't really matter. You guys have torches.
Have torches and a glowing sword.
Lorbach actually sticks out his tongue and like licks his fingers as like a little bit of electricity kind of trickles around them, and then he takes this electricity and kind of wraps it around his mace as his mace kind of begins to like glow from the electricity kind of running through it as I cast light on my mace.
Nice.
I should ask before we go any further. What are you? What do you do?
Me?
Yes. Other than the whole disease thing. Like if we were attacked by a corporeal foe.
I'd probably run.
Right.
I'm good at detecting diseases and protecting people from diseases. So that's mostly what I do. But I'm also good at poisons and other things like that. Yeah.
All right. I'm
That's about my
gonna
expertise.
kill everyone. Okay, let's go.
We know as much about him as we do you now.
I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
I'm also a
Everyone
dragonborn,
is a
so I can
useless
breathe
dick.
lightning too.
Oh, that's somewhat more useful. All right.
I can only do it like once a day. So.
That's more than most people.
Yeah, typically yes.
All right, can you guys move those tokens down there?
No, I cannot.
Damn it, I was afraid of that.
First, I have to find my.
Yep, this is the way.
I cannot move my token either.
All right, we got to fix something then. I knew I did something wrong. I just was not aware of what I did wrong. Okay. It's like I know I'm doing something. There's something I'm not doing, and I don't know what I'm not doing.
Like whenever you generate the token, you just have to be able to click player and assign it to the player.
Oh, wait, no. Okay.
That's okay. You can just move us by verbal communication. I am like a knight. I only move in L shapes on the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna request Jake's help on this because I'm not 100% sure exactly. Because I have characters. And
Yeah,
then,
don't worry about the characters at all. Just
okay.
the tokens on the board. I think it's double click and it should open the menu, and then
There
and then
we go.
it.
That's what I always forget to do.
Yeah, the characters in your journal are really just for handouts usually.
Okay. Who am I? I am on.
Look at that. I can move
Eh.
myself. I attack.
All right, you're gonna have to give me about 45 seconds to find everybody. There, that should be you, and that should be you. Nope. What represents Taekwondo? I was so confused. What's going on with this? Okay, we should be good to go. Nope, we're not good to go. Again, I apologize.
Oh no, that's okay.
I know what I did. Okay, can everyone move their character?
Nope, I could. No, I can't again.
God.
I cannot.
What does this star do?
It's a button which summons the demon.
Yes,
Crap.
that's exactly what it is.
Disease
Okay, Jake,
man,
can you move your
I
character?
have need of you.
I can.
I
Okay,
cannot.
you can't?
No.
You
Unless
should be able
either.
to.
Of course, this one over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody moved him.
No, I moved him.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
God dang it.
I don't have to set up a character sheet in my.
Here we go.
You mean you don't have a character sheet?
I got it now. I can move it.
Yep.
Hey, there we go.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
No.
Okay. You can all run around. I would not recommend stepping on the button. Just forewarning. Unless you guys feel like fighting a demon army.
Mr. Disease Man, step on the button.
No. I will ritual cast detect poisons and diseases though when we walk in.
You detect faint traces of the cold and the common flu. Probably
Definitely don't lick the floor.
Yeah, there's a closed door in front of you. It's rather deteriorated. Looks like it would be broken in or picklocked very easily. Other than that, it's kind of a fairly empty room.
Hiker, I bet you can't open that door.
Open the door, no problem whatsoever. I'd open the door.
Yeah, the door swings open.
Lorbach turns over to
Nice.
Lorbach turns over to Castar and says,
Hey, just so you know, you could dare him not to do anything, and he'll immediately do it.
You remember that? Oh wow.
I don't what? I don't remember anything. And he winks
I
at
would-
Castar.
I would never abuse this because I am a good friend and benevolent teammate.
The official thing is never question my bravery. That's the courage.
You've entered what it appears to be an old dungeon cell. The door in front of you, it's unlocked, closed but unlocked, and it looks like it's barred as well as the door over here. Again, it's shut, but it doesn't appear to be locked. It's slightly ajar.
So there's a door here and a door to the north.
Yep.
Oh,
All right, let's open them both simultaneously.
prime time. All right, we can do that.
All right, you guys do that. I'll hold the light so we can make sure we don't pinch our fingers or anything.
And I act like I'm going to open it, but I don't. I'll wait till Cast Iron opens his.
And I kick open the door.
The door swings open freely. Nothing really happens. It
Hello.
goes into
Is
a hallway.
anyone there?
Do you yell that?
Yes.
Um,
In Draconic.
you speak Draconic?
I speak
So do
every
I.
language. Cast Iron is a gentleman and a scholar.
Okay. You do that, and then off in the distance, you hear what appears to be a horn bellow.
Literally 9 languages. All right. I think there are people this way.
I kind of punch Cast Iron in the leg. Say, "Way to go, man! Now they know we're here." That's
Well, we're
not.
trying to find. And then Cast Iron does a really exaggerated shrug motion. Something.
Maybe that was like, hey, we have guests. Let's show them a bath. Maybe that's what that was for.
I think they said that there were cultists here and dragons, which are way better than undead and can usually be negotiated with. We were promised. Do you remember how much gold we were promised here?
I don't remember much of anything.
More.
More than enough to get a dragon interested, is all I'm saying. And that halfling needs to be eaten by something larger than it. So, maybe we can work something out here.
Well, me being the charismatic one of the group, you want me to do the negotiating with the dragon?
You speak Draconic.
I no,
Yes.
but yes, you want me to negotiate with the dragon?
Sure.
All right.
I'm not. What's the worst that could happen?
I just kill him. That's okay.
Remember, it's like my mother always said. You don't have to run faster than the bear. You just have to run faster than the dwarf.
And while Cast Iron's talking, I just walk off, not paying attention to him through the door to the north.
Okay, roll a dexterity save.
I would be able to save you if I was watching you do that, but unfortunately you were so stealthy.
Well,
12. All right, you pass. He didn't go very well. Okay. As you walk through the door, a heavy axe swings just above your head and like lightly knocks your helmet, before slamming into the wall. Roll for initiative.
I start laughing. I'm like, good thing I went first. If anybody taller went, it would have knocked their head off.
Indeed, this was the wise course of action.
Good job,
Tychor
Tychor.
the Wise. That's my new name. Tychor the Wise.
Okay. Brian, what did you get?
19.
19. Jake, what did you get?
12.
And Caleb, what did you get?
I got an 11.
All right.
Wonder if I would try something.
Tycor, you start.
Okay. How wide is this hallway that we're in? Like, I know my icon's taking up a full width, but can like we fight side by side? You
No,
know that.
it is a narrow hallway.
Okay. Man, if I knew more about Cast Iron, how he was fighting, I'd well, I guess the first thing
You can do it. I
is
believe in you.
I'm gonna disengage and back out into this
Alright.
hallway,
Look at that.
into
Hey, you're
here.
brave.
I do you say that out
Yes.
loud?
You
Well,
gave
then
me everything in character. I have a voice and everything.
well, in that case, I ignore what I just said, and I'm casting Toll the Dead on this dude right in front of me.
Yeah, that's right. Get in there.
All right.
Wisdom,
What is that?
wisdom saving throw with a 14, or
He passes.
it doesn't make the bong sound. It makes a bang sound as it misses.
All right.
And then does that happen? I say next.
This lizard folk looks at you in like confusion as to what exactly you're doing with the bell. Before just trying to doing his thing, attacking you. He takes his axe and attempts to hit you.
Hardcore beats it. Hit me, baby. Hit me.
So that one didn't hit, and then he attempts to try and bite you.
Oof.
Oh
Fighting
dear.
dirty.
For 10 damage.
Oh, he bites me.
Yeah, he misses with his club, and then he reaches forward and just like grabs your shoulder and just starts shaking, almost picking you up off the ground.
Okay.
Before spitting you back out.
As he does that, I use my reaction, Wrath of the Storm. So DC 14 Dex saving throw on him.
He passes.
All right. Kidding me? Wow. Somebody's gonna die tonight.
Yeah, that leads us to Lorbach.
Lorbach, watching this happen, he's going to sidestep, or maybe even walk between the legs of
Not
Cast Iron.
that big.
I think he does it anyways. He just tries to wait.
Just like sees you doing that and steps over you and like, come on.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to bonk him with my glowing mace.
All right, roll to hit.
That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. For 6 bludgeoning damage, as lightning kind of arcs off of it. Does he die?
Right. No, he turns and growls at you.
I cower behind my shield.
That leads us to Cast Iron.
I would like to say, I don't even pull out my sword. I'm just like, put my hands in front of me and go, and look at no one in particular and just say, Intraconic, this is all a big misunderstanding. If you could take us to your leader, I'm sure that we could sort everything out in an amicable fashion.
Lorbach also says, yeah, an eye for an eye. I bonked you because you bit my friend. In Draconic.
Icor hears him talking, and he's like, he doesn't know what they're saying. He's like,
he growls at you guys. He's like, then drop your weapons.
I'm literally not holding one.
Well, he's talking to the other two.
Lorbach sheathes his mace.
All right, Tycor, We have succeeded in diplomacy, and your courage has been proven in battle. You may put away your weapon.
It just bit me.
That happens sometimes. It's like dogs. It's how they introduce themselves.
You're just lucky he didn't have rabies.
He could still have rabies.
Well, my
Lord,
poison diseases is still up. Do I sense any diseases?
You sense a variety of bacteria and stuff that could give you a nasty infection, but no rabies.
No, you're good. No rabies.
Lordback, should I really put my
I mean, maybe.
what?
Yeah, that's about right.
I put my what in my warhammer,
Okay.
and then I go like this, like, what's up?
He kind of takes a step back here. It kind of looks at you in surprise, like you actually put down your weapons. He was 100% not expecting you guys to do that, and he just kind of stares at you in confusion.
I turn around and stare at Cast Iron in confusion, or like a what? What the hell?
They're like, I apologize. I understand this isn't your job. Is there like an emissary or representative of your cult that we can speak to?
No.
In that case, I'm not sure how to proceed with this interaction. Are you alone?
He looks at you, he's like, no. And you hear the heavy stomps of feet coming from the hallway.
Are those your friends coming? Or are those your enemies?
Reveal.
Are y'all talking in Draconic or Common?
It would have to be Draconic because this lizard folk does not speak Common.
Yeah, I'd be Draconic.
Oh.
So he's like, no, those are friends.
Okay.
He's like, and then he looks at you, and you can see he's looking back at somebody else down the hallway, and he's like, he lunges towards Lorbach and attempts to grapple and tie him, like tie his hands behind his back. I need Lorbach, since he's right there, to give me an opposed athletics check.
I'm not good at those.
No, what is my athletics? All right.
9.
He grabs you, turns you around, and he ties your hands and begins like just hauling you off down the hallway.
Well, while he's doing this, since I'm right by Lordback, can I in any way assist him or try to prevent this from happening?
Oh.
You can, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Well, I grab Lordback, and I'm like not letting him go. It's like no.
No, I got it.
And
I would
you see
to
another
assist
one come
the
around the
lizard
corner.
folk in tying up Lorbach.
You would what?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm
okay.
kinda kidding. I don't know. Let's see how it
Kind of
goes.
Okay. I guess I need another opposed athletics check from Tycor.
Okay. Athletics. I'm pretty good. Yeah. 14.
You managed to wrestle a now tied up Lorbach away from this Dragonborn. And then he growls again in Draconic, "You sacrifice."
No, I'm not sacrificing anything.
You would find he's a very lackluster sacrifice. I'm sure we can. There's a lot of. Look, I'm sure we can talk this out. There's lots of perfectly good halflings outside to sacrifice.
He sacrificed.
He's
no, my
stronger
scales
than
are
he
all
looks.
tarnished. You don't. I'm a terrible sacrifice.
There's an incredibly weak halfling outside that would make a great sacrifice. If I may ask, who do you want to sacrifice my scaled friend to?
The one.
The one. I've heard of the one, but if I hadn't heard of the one, how would you describe them?
Big, evil, mean, bad-tempered, likes to growl a lot.
Yeah, I can see
White.
why you like them. Yeah. Do you have?
Likes to eat my friends.
Do you like the one?
Yes.
Interesting. You seem to have quite the give and take relationship. Tell me, what does the one do for you?
While they're having this conversation, Lorbok's trying to nibble at his ties to get them off.
Yeah, Tycho was trying to untie him. Or if he's got a knife, I'm sure. Well, I guess he's got a
They
knife.
can gently smack Lorbok on the head and say, "No, don't do that. That's rude." I'm
What?
exaggerating here.
All right.
Lorbok just like sits down, he's like cross-legged and holds his shield out in front of him.
You can see he's okay. These guys, they're not exactly the smartest.
Mhm.
He's like, no. They tell me to bring you to the room so you can die. That's what I'm supposed to do. And he tries to pick up Larbok again. Like he's not trying to fight you, but he's like trying to pick him up and start like hauling
I
him
would
off
like
again.
to pick up Lorbok
Okay.
and say,
I'm gonna say that you do that since he wasn't
Yeah.
really fighting it. But
And
yeah,
I would-
so you pick up
I'm
Larbok.
say, all right, let's go to your room. I would like to have a conversation with the one.
And he turns. He's like, do you die then instead of the other one?
That sounds good to me. All right, lead on.
I mean, I can get out of these things now.
No,
Hold on.
you stay put.
We're still working on this. All right.
I need to do a couple things.
But if you're the one being sacrificed, why do I have to fight up? I don't understand.
Hostages are a normal negotiating tactic. It's a simple assurance of it's insurance of kind of honorableness, so that you're not just trusting the word of whoever you're negotiating with.
He opens the door for you, and you
I
come
can
into.
just off. It's fine.
You come into a very circular room.
One of my favorite shapes.
And there's a corridor off to the side. You can see another couple lizardborn sitting there, like watching you, hands on the hilts of their weapons, teeth growling menacingly, being lizard folk. And then you see very much a battered-looking door in front of you that has a giant keyhole in it.
What kind of weapons do the lizard folks have?
Some clubs, some crude javelins. This one has an axe.
So they're not like real impressive weapons.
No.
I'd like to say, those aren't very impressive weapons you have there. Where did you get them?
When you say that, both this one bristles up and approaches you, hand on his club.
Hey! You can't touch him. He's the sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm the sacrifice.
Tycho doesn't have a clue what's going on. Because he doesn't pop draconic. He looks at Cast Iron and Lorbok and says, What are we doing?
Hold on. I'm handling this. Having weapons drawn out on me is a normal part of the diplomatic process.
Do you want me to kill him?
And I'll take in a moment. We'll get all in good time. There's a time for everything under the sun. There is a time for smashing. We'll come later.
If they try to bind my hands or take my weapons, it ain't happening. Just so you know.
I'm with you.
All right.
Why do I have to be bound?
Shut up. And I'll take out my hand axes, bark and bite. And I'll kind of hold them out like real non-threateningly, and I'll say, these are weapons. Look at this. Look at this craftsmanship. The hilt on this is stronger than your entire club, I bet. I don't know how you think you're gonna get a bunch of sacrifices with weapons like that. Listen, stick with me, and I can teach you a thing or two. I know a lot about weapon making. I can help you out a lot.
He's like, no, my club is stronger, and he takes it and he slams it full force into the wall, breaking off a piece, or rather large chunk of said wall, as like trying to prove that his club is stronger than your axe.
That's a pretty impressive club, actually. I take it back a little bit. I wasn't expecting it to beat a stone in a fight, but there you go. Anyway, you wanted to sacrifice me? Where were we going for that?
No. At this one, he's like, no, we sacrificed the tied up one, right?
No, it's me.
And yeah, the other one looks in confusion, and he attempts to pull Lorbach out of the way of this doorway in front of us.
And while they're doing all this, Tycor's kind of off to the side so that they're not paying attention, and he casts Cure Wounds on himself.
Okay.
Right.
Lorbach, do you resist getting pulled off to one side, or do you just go with it?
I just go with it at this point.
All right.
Holding him. They get to deal with me.
I think he pushes you down there, and this one steps up to here. And they push you towards. One of them hands you a key, pushes you towards this door up here, and just says, "Open it."
All right, thanks. I'll go up to the door and I'll open it up.
Hold on, I need to reveal areas again. Reveal. You reveal like a narrow or a sliver of this room in front of you. This one comes up behind you, attempts to like kick/push you into the room.
I look annoyed at him.
And then all three of them try and do it, just like are trying to shove you into this room.
I'd like to wave them up and say, calm down, going.
At this point, Lorbach whispers to Tykor,
Hey, yeah, Kassari wants to be the sacrifice. So he's going to be a sacrifice. But I have to be tied up because of negotiation. Whatever that means.
Oh, no, I'd like to say in common, you should definitely untie him now.
I need Castar to give me an opposed athletics check.
All right, hold on while I think about this a little bit. Do. All right. I've come to my decision. I would like to use Giant's Might.
Oh, okay. What is that?
Bonus action. As a bonus action, you magically gain the following benefits, which last for 1 minute. If you are smaller than large, you become large, along with anything you are wearing. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and other stuff. I'm big and strong now.
Okay.
I'd like to grab one and throw it through the doorway.
I still need the opposed athletics check.
Alrighty, I can do that. Because it's strength, it goes with advantage now.
Yes.
Alright, let's see what we got. Thanks for that, High Rollin'. What's a 15 get me?
A 15 does not beat a 19.
Ooh.
And they manage to shove you into this room.
Okay, well, I don't suppose that being larger than the doorway grants me any benefits.
You want to get stuck in the doorway? That's the other option that you can have. They kind of shove you halfway through the door.
All right, I'm going.
he gets like large, it's like his back's like stuck on one half of his torso.
I was slow on the draw there. I accept.
And while they're pushing, him
I
through,
like to hold the door open so that they can't close it on me.
All right. Well, there's a dragon sitting here staring at you now, and I need you to roll for initiative.
I can't talk to the dragon.
You can try, but it's currently trying to lunge at you.
We're dead.
I would like to hold out my hand at the dragon. How big is this dragon? I should ask.
It's large. I mean, it's a rather large dragon. I guess if it's large, it's the same size as you then.
Yeah.
We're both
I'd like to
large.
hold out my hand at the dragon, my left hand, my other hand on the door, and say, "Wait. The lizard folk are going to betray you. They were planning to fatten you up and sacrifice you to their master." And I say that in Draconic.
One second. Yeah. All right. You say that, and I need to check something.
And while the lizard folk were pushing him through, I wanted to go up behind Lorback and see if I could untie his hands. If he wanted me to. You know, if he kind of resisted, then I was going to pull away.
I mean, obviously, I want him untied.
Huh?
I want him untied. I want to get out of this.
I don't know what's going on, man. You just told me that
Oh, yeah.
Doing
yeah,
the
but
murder
I'm like,
now.
that cast iron wants to be sacrificed, and that's all I know.
We never said that to you. That was a Draconic conversation.
No,
That was a part of
Lorback-
my
I said that
club.
to him. Yeah, I told him
Lorback
that.
whispered me that to me.
Lorback, you're a snitch.
He goes. He's a what is it? Old fashioned folk. That's who he is. Yeah. Yeah. So he unties me. Feasible.
Yeah, I mean, he can untie you. These two are very much distracted by this, by Castor and attempting to stop this dragon from eating him. The dragon, it bellows at you. It's just like, then I'll kill all of you. In Draconic, of course. 'Cause-
Me, I'm on your side. I'm here to save you.
it looks at you like, I don't need saving. Before stomping up to here.
All right, well, you're a dick.
do, you say that in character?
Yeah, if I can begin killing it, I'll say it in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we're all rolling for initiative. Are you going to join in the attack, Lorbach? And
Yeah.
all right, then everyone roll for initiative again.
Love to hear it. All right.
Tychord's still confused. Does he see the dragon in that? Do we see the dragon?
Where he's standing now, you would see there's a dragon. It should be in your line of sight.
You're giant, so I figured you blocked the view.
Well,
So
even if we couldn't see it, you would be able to hear it as it talked to him.
You could put another dwarf on your shoulders and still walk between my legs at this point. I'm not blocking much for you.
13.
I got an 11 again.
I got a 9.
Mason.
You're muted. No, you're not. I just don't.
No, he's not muted. He just died.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Mason.
Hello.
No.
I hear you.
Still can't hear him.
I can't. I am doing some math.
Uh-oh. Man. I thought you was done with your homework.
No, I'm never done with it. That's the fun
Man,
part about homework, is you're never done.
I did math today, like actual
All right.
full math, and I hated it. It was terrible.
These three lizardborn. It's fairly obvious. Like, you've untied him and you've pulled your weapons back out, right?
I thought they were still focusing on me.
And I got a 7 in initiative, so I'm not going anytime soon.
Am I being insufficiently distracting?
Or 9.
Are you not entertained?
How quiet? My gosh. All right, I'm gonna say these two are 100% distracted. This guy He risks looking back and sees you guys drawing your weapons. And takes a step forward and attempts to strike at Lorbach.
Of course.
Go for
Win
the
against me.
So that would be. Does a 23 hit, Lorbach?
Yes.
I'm assuming a 7 does not hit.
No.
Okay. You take 5 damage.
Oh.
As his club slams into your side.
It's
Tigor,
stubborn business.
it's your turn.
Well, Tricor sees that, gets mad, and he uses Toll of the Dead on the one in front of him.
That's what, wisdom saving for me?
Wisdom, yes, 14.
Wisdom 14. He fails.
Hey! 6 points.
Oh.
Also, I failed my concentration check, so I no longer have to detect poisons and diseases.
That's probably
Okay.
for the best.
It's actually very sad.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
Negative.
All right. Castarn, it's your turn.
All right. Here's a question for you, Dungeon Master. Could
I'm
I grab one of the lizard folks and throw it at the dragon? Or are they beyond my literal reach?
I mean, you could attempt to. You could take a step back and probably reach around the doorway and grab one. It would be a athletics check because obviously these guys are not very keen on being thrown around like a rag doll.
I would like to do that.
All right. Then yeah, I'm going to need
Go.
that athletics check.
With advantage because I'm fancy, but not great at rolling. Anyway, what's a 20 get me?
20 works. You pick up. Which one do you want to pick up?
Lefty boy over here, top left.
All right. Where do you want him? You just fling him at the
to
dragon?
just throw him into the dragon's maw, basically. Go like, here, have this.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
Is there anything else you're gonna do?
I think I'll take one step this way.
Probably kind of smart. That would lead us to Lorbach.
Lorbach takes out his walking stick, acts like he's about to walk with it, and then turns around and whacks him inside the head with it.
All right. Roll to hit.
That's a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. Bonus action. I will pull out. Actually, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Tycor and say, "Hey, don't lose your strength just yet."
Fine. I'm healed.
I do it myself.
Okay.
I heal my 6 points.
All right. You do that. This dragon, thoroughly enraged at having a dragonborn thrown into its face, is not dragonborn, a lizard folk.
It's
Is
okay,
going
we
to
don't know the difference.
is going to
Eat him.
yeah, basically attempt to eat him. Oh dear, not looking good for this dragon or lizard folk. Yeah. Oh dear. You see this dragon just absolutely devour, like tears him to shreds with this dragonborn, or not dragonborn, lizard folk. I keep doing that. And this poor lizard folk, or not so poor lizard folk, depending on your view, is dead. It's no more. Yeah, I think that is about all you can do.
Off the record, just so y'all know, when I made Tycor, and I put the bravery thing as one of his character flaws or whatever you call it, I always had in the back of my mind he's gonna die to a dragon. Honestly, so
Here you are, the furthest away from the dragon.
Yeah, he's going to use his breath attack, and I'm going to need Cast Iron, those two, and Lorbach to give me a Dexterity saving throw.
Dang, the action economy on this
Or
guy.
not Dexterity, a Constitution.
Oh, I'm way
Save
better
throw.
at that.
Damn, I was thinking. Oh, nice.
14.
That fails.
Drat.
Well, if a 14 fails, how does a 5 sound?
A 5 also fails. And then those two also fail. Okay. You all take 45 damage.
45?
Except for Tycor. Because
Except
Tycor was on the
For
was on the
me,
Alright.
because I'm a Goliath and have resistance to cold damage. In
So you take
addition, I
half.
use Stone's Endurance to reduce the
Oh, no.
damage taken by. Not too bad, not too bad. 9. So that's what, half of 45, did you say?
Yeah, half of 45 is 22.
By
And
2,
then 9.
reduced further by 9 is 13. So I take 13 damage.
And these two are dead.
Come at me, slut.
And it looks like, are you dead or are you just knocked out?
I'm beyond dead.
Oh dear. I'm sorry, Jake.
You are apocalyptic.
I had 19 hit points, so 45 is a bit beyond my math.
I'm sorry, Jake.
It's okay. I just wish I would have cast Bless on us now instead of bonking him on the head. That would have been the one thing that could have helped us here.
Yeah, but
Oh, well.
dying breaks concentration, so it wouldn't have been that useful.
Yeah.
All right. Now that Jake is dead,
Mhm.
I just have to kill 2 more of you two.
You can certainly try.
It would bring us back to the lizard folk. But these two are dead. They are popsicles. And you don't, I mean, you can hear sounds off in the distance, but you don't see any more of them. Which would lead us to Tycor.
You were muted, unfortunately.
So do I know that Lorbach is dead, or do I think that I could cast Spare the Dying on him and keep him from dying? Would I know?
I mean, he is engaged in like 6 inches of ice right now.
Okay, so there's
not much you can do for him.
Okay, I would
Unless
know.
you can like resurrect him somehow, there's not much you can do for him.
I need another level for that, or a few hundred more XP. All right. In that case, man, we're screwed.
Now we got this.
I'm
A little
going
hurt.
to. I'm
Body
going
weaving.
to. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
on.
Yes.
What does that do?
Flash of light streaks toward the creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. So I need to make a ranged spell attack. Never mind. I rolled a natural 1. So,
Ow.
yep. That took care of that spell or that. And then what's that?
So that was worth a spell slot. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, natural 1. Spiritual weapon. It says casting time 1 bonus action. So as a bonus action, can I cast that? I guess.
Yeah, I'd say you probably could.
Okay, I figured it'd take the regular action to cast it, and then I can move it on my bonus action. But it says casting time of 1 bonus action. So
Yeah, you've already used your action, but you still have your bonus action.
okay, then I'll cast that spiritual weapon.
What does that do?
You create it creates a spectral weapon that lasts for the duration of the spell. You can make a melee when you cast a spell. You can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it.
Okay. But you've already used your action, so you have
Right.
this weapon. It's floating in front of you, but you can't do anything with it yet.
Right.
Cast iron.
All right. Do 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 do. All right, let's come at it. I would like to move there, and
It gives you an
tragically,
evil grin.
he was not guiding bolted. Oh, I grin back. Ah, man, this halfling man, you don't even know. Like, I need this. I'd like to. Uh, hmm. Let me remember how my action economy works. All right. Bonus action, second wind. Let's go. I heal 12 hit points.
Okay.
I'm basically at full.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack it.
I would hope so.
Oh man, dude, you don't even know how fucked this dragon is. I'm so okay right now. Okay, let's attack. All right, does a 15 hit this dragon?
No.
That's a tragedy and unfortunate. All right, action surge. Boop. Let's attack it again. Does a 17 hit this dragon?
Yes.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Okay, first of all, magic weapon. It takes 12 various magical damages. Which does... Yes. Plus... No, let's make this one more complicated. Okay, it takes like 12 magical slashing damage plus 4 radiant damage. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw DC 13. Sure, I assume it makes...
Passes.
Yeah, alright. Then we can ignore that part. But what we can't ignore is that I activate the fire rune on my blade. And so it takes 2d6 damage just for funsies, which is 10 fire damage. And it must succeed on a strength saving throw DC 13.
Okay.
And if something takes...
It passes.
Like, if it takes fire damage, is that double damage if it's like got a vulnerability to it? Is that how that works?
Yeah, but it's probably not vulnerable.
It's not vulnerable
It has
to
a
fire
vulnerability.
damage.
That's how it works, but it's probably not.
Yeah, it's not vulnerable to fire damage.
But if something is, it takes double damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dragon's still here, huh?
Yep.
That's unfortunate, and no one else is. I end my turn.
Well, Jake's here, but Lorebach's dead.
How hurt's the dragon looking? Is it like I've hurt it at all, or is it like rocking and rolling?
It looks minorly annoyed.
Fuck. Okay, maybe we should leave.
It looks at you and it growls in Draconic. My turn, and then proceeds to try and just annihilate you.
It can certainly try.
It can try. It might. Oh, no. What's your AC again?
16.
Okay. So that would be wait. 37 damage.
Okay. So,
And it's back to Tycor.
listen. Okay. I accept these terms.
You don't have any fancy second wind or third wind or fifth wind?
reasonable.
Nah, I'm still rocking and rolling.
He's taken 2 whole turns.
It's
Yeah, what
Tycor.
more do you want from me? Oh, I'd like to turn to Tycor and say, do not come in this room.
Like, of course, says, do not worry. When by the way, when I cast spiritual weapon, I can cast it anywhere up to 60 feet.
Okay.
So I cast it next to it.
All right.
All right, and then on my normal turn, I'm casting guiding bolt again.
And what's that again?
It's a ranged spell attack. 12 plus 6, 18.
That hits.
Thank goodness.
Okay, and I know technically, I think it's radiant damage. Before I know, see, I've got Wrath of the Storm. I've got a channel divinity. It's called Destructive Wrath, where I can deal maximum damage instead of rolling for lightning or thunder damage.
Okay.
But I know on one game they let me use, I can't remember if it's yours or not, if guiding bolt, we use that as thunder or lightning damage or radiant damage.
What does the spell say?
The spell's
Okay.
radiant damage. He's
Then
asking
I-
if you can use it with his ability.
So, okay. So what is your channel divinity say?
Channel Divinity says thunder or lightning, and
Yeah,
his spell
thunder or
is
lightning.
radiant.
All right.
He's
Then I would say if it would have to be thunder or lightning damage that you're
Okay.
trying to max out. Then.
Okay, I just want to make sure, so I can't use that. All right, in that case, I hit, and anything else special against it? And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So the next attack on it has advantage. In the meantime, I do 46 worth of damage. 40. Sorry.
Yeah, that's 46. You're right. I know because I'm looking at the same spell. 'Cause I
Okay.
had it.
7, 12, 15.
Okay.
And then your bonus action, you can hit with your spiritual weapon,
That's
which
exactly
has
what I was
advantage
gonna do.
because of your spell.
Right. Oh wait, but I was going to say the advantage.
Damage is damage, buddy.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm
Alright.
I'm so dead.
All right. 17 plus 6 is 23.
Oof. All right.
No, wait, that's the hit.
Oh, 23. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 23 hits.
Okay. But if you let me do that much damage, I'd be happy to.
Like, geez, that spiritual weapon's powerful.
5 plus 4 is 9 points of damage on that.
All right. Okay, that leads us back to Cast Iron.
Okay. I would also like to mention on my previous turn, I forgot to add my Giant's Might damage to the attack,
Okay.
which is 3 more damage.
Okay.
And this dragon, he's not looking meaningfully hurt, right?
1 second. You can see some of the confidence has gone out of him a little bit, but he still seems fairly assured of victory, just not 100% assured anymore.
All right. Well, I don't care how confident he is. I'm wondering how wounded he is.
He's looking hurt. He has some cuts, some gouges.
All right. I'm gonna
But
fuck
he's
off in
not-
that case. I
he's
would
not
like to
mortally
flee.
wounded yet. All right, are you going to disengage?
That's an interesting question. Would it require of me an action to close this door here behind me?
I guess say you could close it as like a minor action or bonus action.
I'd take a minor action, so I would like to disengage then.
All right. You feel the icy breath of the dragon snap over your head as you dodge out of the way and run out the room and
middle
slam the door
finger
shut.
back at him, shut the door, and let's see how much distance I can run. That's whatever I would get to about whoops, that's not a thing. About here's ish. And I'd say, all right, we should leave.
Do you say that in common so I can hear you?
Yeah, I say that in common, and I end my turn.
All right. You hear this dragon slam into the doorway. And it slams into it so hard it splinters. But appears to get stuck and dazed in the doorway. It's kind of shaking its head, and it's stunned, giving you guys a chance to escape. I'm assuming you guys are going to run. I'm assuming that's what you guys plan on doing.
Well, Tycor's not sure yet.
All right.
He's watching what Cast Iron does because he saw him running out of the room. Is it look like Cast Iron?
Stab it with the magic sword.
Does Cast Iron looking like he's just running, or
kinda? I mean, yeah.
Is Cast Iron doing a tactical retreat or fleeing? Is what he's asking.
This is his back is facing towards the dragon. He is running for his life.
And do you basically kill? So I know you're doing this, and you're telling me get the heck out of here.
Stab it with your magic sword too, because that thing's flying around, not needing to be near anyone.
Yeah, I could do that. Well,
yeah, I mean, it is your turn.
Well, I tell you now, I'm gonna run. I mean,
all right.
But I can use my bonus action first, can't I? Okay, sure.
Gonna whack it with the magic sword.
With actually, it's a spiritual weapon. I turned it into it's like a lightning bolt. Because
Fine, your magic lightning bolt.
Yeah, does a 20 hit?
A 20 hits.
14. He's got a +6 to hit. I don't know why, but that's pretty good. So I rolled a 14.
A good thing.
Yes. 4 plus. Sorry.
Good.
4 plus 4 is 8.
All right. It's
And,
definitely not looking great, but it's looking better than you guys. You can hear the growls of angry lizard folk as well, off in the hallways. So the rest of the cult appears to be sprinting at you.
25. Okay. Actually, I can't dash since I use my bonus action, but I could dash and get double the distance.
You can use your action to dash, yeah.
Another 25.
I believe dash is an action. Yeah, dash is an action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Cast Iron.
Alrighty, I'd like to scream down the hallway in Draconic. He's killing the lizard folk, and then I'm gonna beat feet out of there.
All right. As you disappear around the corner and you take one look back, you can see a couple lizard folk come running into this hallway. So about surprised to see the dragon as it is to see them, and it starts shredding them. And you can hear their fighting and their battle cries and eventual screams off in the distance as you run back towards the door.
Alright, I'd like to say to Tycor, it probably can't move. I think it's stuck in the doorway. Keep stabbing it with the shanky thing.
Do you have to be able to see it?
It just says within. Jake's got it pulled up too, but as long as a creature, it doesn't say I have to see it. It says as long as it's within 5 feet of the weapon, but it's got a range of 60 feet, which I'm still within. No, maybe. Let me see.
If you last, yeah, I mean, you are technically within range of it.
Okay, well, in that
So
case,
if you wanna whack it again, I'll let you whack it again.
13 plus 6, 19.
Hits.
Okay. 8 plus 4 is 12.
All right. I mean, you can't see anything from where you are, so you don't know what's going on. But back to cast iron.
It seems like I should have
Alright.
it, but
You should have what?
I'm just saying in my mind it looks like I should have to see it, but it doesn't say that.
Yeah, I feel like you should have to see it in order to be able to use it.
I imagine it's like blind fighting rules, where like you have to guess the relative location of what you're trying to hit, and also, I think normally the rules are if you can't see what you're trying to hit, it's disadvantage. That's how I'd imagine that would go.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but that at disadvantage, I still rolled the same thing.
All right. Okay. Are you gonna keep running?
I think I'd turn around at this point once I hear these guys fighting it out, and sort of peek my head just around the corner, just a real quick glance at what's going on.
Yeah, you turn around the corner, you see his weapon manage to hit it, and you can see it's shredded another lizard folk. The two other are staring at it, wide-eyed and drawing their weapons. Everyone's surprised. It's not stuck in the doorway anymore. It's in that little circular hallway. It's trying to flap its wings, but there's not really enough room for it to do it. So it's crawling along and obliterating everything in its path, and it appears to be looking around for you.
I would like to throw my hand axe at it.
Okay, you can do that.
Let's see. That's at disadvantage range, which is fun. All right, bite, go. I believe in you. I don't suppose the 13 hits,
That 13 does not hit.
and I duck back around duck back around here.
You you throw your axe, and you can see the dragon like snaps it out of the air, chewing it up before spitting it back out. And now it has a rough idea of where you are, and it
Make a
is
good point, which is why I'll measure out how far I can run here. That's 15 about, so it's 15, which doesn't change anything. I'll go here.
okay.
Yeah, I have an idea. I have a great idea. All right.
Okay.
Changed my mind. I want to stay there.
Okay. You can see it again. It obliterates. This one starts running back. It's just like, I'm out of here. And this one gets obliterated. It's chewing through these like nobody's business. Let me double check this. Yep. Running about to there. Attempting to suss out exactly where you are. That leads us back to Tycor.
So that thing moved more than 20 feet, right?
Yes.
So my weapon cannot. Sorry, I really don't know how far. It says range area 60 feet. I'm just.
Here,
I don't know.
let me look up the spell
I'm
so I
pretty
can
sure
see
the
what
initial range, the 60 feet, is where you can
Yeah.
cast it. I think it can only
Yeah.
move 20 feet at a time.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. So if I can only move it 20 feet, then it can't keep up with.
the weapon,
Right.
the dragon.
Yeah. So in that case, I'm going to move on back towards the entrance around this button or whatever you call it.
All right. You're gonna leave cast iron back there.
Well, he should have next turn, so I figure he's going to run with me. But I was going to see what's the range of cure wounds. Cure wounds. Cure wounds. Oh, it's touch, so never mind.
Ooh.
Healing word is 60 feet. I can use my bonus as my bonus action. I'll cast healing word on him.
All right.
I guess as long as I can still see him. Can I see him from there?
I'm gonna say you probably left the door open, so probably yeah.
Okay.
You just see like his foot. That's all you can really see.
You got luck. 8
See
points.
me before you moved.
Okay. 8 points. I healed you for 8.
Oh, delightful. That's several times more than I had.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You're dead.
he said he was at 2 hit points.
Yeah, I was at 2 hit points.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
no.
I've been wrecked twice now. And I can only survive being wrecked a maximum of twice.
Okay, cast iron. You can hear this dragon snarling and growling around the corner from you. You do have a door right behind you as well.
I do. But I have something many times more powerful than a door. I have reckless abandon. Alright, let's see how distances work. Let's immediately screw it up. Alright, distances. Okay. Full movement dash. I'm out of here. Bye, guys. I just like step over Tycor. But before I step over Tycor,
Grab me and take me with you.
I will also pick you up and take you with me. But before I do that, on my way out, I want to step on the star.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do that?
Oh.
It's the thing where the menu comes up. Are you sure you want to do that? It's yes or no, and it starts on no. I would like to manually move it to yes and hit enter. This is a premeditated
Door
action.
gives out as the trip door. It falls beneath you.
Okay.
Understand that he's stepping on it right in the middle of the room, and I'm at the very right next to going outside.
Okay.
If this is a bear trap and not a demon invasion, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Well, it's yeah. Let's see, where was it? I had it pulled up here somewhere.
I was promised a demon invasion.
Yeah, this is what you hear. And the floor starts to crack open.
That's okay. I
and
keep
splinter.
sprinting. I pick up Tycor and I keep going.
All right. I'm assuming turn goes around. I don't think you'll be able to do anything.
I'm out of here, by the way. My movement speed got me out of this room.
All right. Okay. So, as cracks continue to grow, the floor kind of falls away, and climbing out is an ancient red dragon that promptly obliterates this young white dragon. It's too big to fit through the door behind you, but lets out a jet of flame singeing your clothes as you make it back to the front entrance.
This has been a victory. We fought and defeated the white dragon, and the lizard folk cult, and we didn't lose anyone of note.
Oof.
All right, let's go beat the shit out of that halfling.
Yeah, the halfling appeared. He's like, "Oh, you're alive. Did you clear the dungeon?"
We've got good and bad news. The
Oh,
good news is we've handled your cult and we killed the white dragon.
oh, that's great. That's great news.
Yes, it is.
But what's the bad news?
We
Bad
lost
news
one.
is our great and courageous friend died to disease, as the prophecy foretold. Frostbite, actually.
Oh, dude.
And yeah, so uh,
So
which is kind of unfortunate because he had like a family waiting for him back
oh
home.
no.
You know, that
Well,
was dependent on the.
I knew you guys didn't have enough people. You should have brought more people.
We had
Or
enough people to do the job, but accidents happen in our line of work. We understand. But anyway, I was hoping that we could perhaps get the. Um, I don't know that we quite hashed out beforehand whether we got the full shares depending on how many people survived. But I think it would be great if we could pass on his share to his family for the heroic work he did, and if we could get the full 1,500 for the three of us, I think we'll
um,
be out of the hair.
you see him. He looks very very nervous.
He
He's
should.
like, he's like, well, the gold's in my office. I'll go grab it and be right back.
We'll follow you there.
He's like, no, there's no
Yeah,
need to
we'll
do
follow
that.
you. Yeah, we will.
He starts heading in the direction that's opposite of his office.
Yeah.
Um,
I pick him up by the scruff of his neck and walk him towards his office.
he's like, okay, so I don't actually have 4,500 gold to give you right now, but I'll
I
send you a
understand.
check.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an IOU, and when I get the money, I can pay you
I
guys. I
understand.
promise.
This is what is called fraud. And I wonder how the
No,
city authorities would feel about this.
I have the money, just not all right here.
We'll let the courts decide that.
Well, where I'm from, we don't let courts decide anything. We just kill somebody who robs us
No,
like
no,
you.
no, don't kill me, please.
I
Well, I
don't
tell
suppose
He's
you have magical or historical artifacts of monetary value that we could accept for this poor adventurer's family who died for you.
well, okay,
Uh,
but he knew what he was getting into. You said that
I
yourself.
break his teeth.
Oh, okay. He's now crying, bleeding, and very much incoherent.
Yeah, all right. Tycor, toss this place. Give me his stuff.
Do you have a? Do you have? Let me ask you this: do you have any healers that can raise the dead? Like if somebody could go get our buddy's body back.
I think they've been consumed by the red dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's an ancient red dragon sitting in there.
but what he was so big he couldn't get fit through the door.
Yeah, but he's
He
still
can
down
stop
there.
us from getting through the door too.
Semantics.
All right. He does not answer you as he is sitting on the ground crying.
All right, I'd like to toss his office. What's he got? This is a
All right.
robbery.
You do indeed find 3 stacks of 1,500 gold. He was actually lying to you about that. On top of that, you find a variety of. You find a couple artifacts. There's a small handheld mirror. There's a rather creepy looking doll. It has a sign on it. This is "Do Not Touch." And you find a hand axe. And you find a couple swords. Ancient swords. Some look like decrepit and like they're not going to be much use, like they're all rusted out and pitted. Others appear to be in pristine condition.
Delightful. Hey,
Yes.
Icor.
Oh.
No, I can't.
Hmm?
No, whatever your answer question is, probably no.
I was going to ask if you could leave.
If I can leave,
Yeah, I'll meet up with you.
wait. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. And Castan looks at Tycor like very intensely and he says, nothing.
You're not going to steal it from me, are you?
No, I'm not going to steal from you. I've been nothing but honorable. Unlike some people whose life expectancy is rapidly diminishing. And I would like to ask you to leave.
Are you talking about me?
No. I have
think
nothing but love and respect for you as a friend and adventuring companion. Your courage and honor are beyond question.
All right. Are you going to bring all this gold and all this loot out with
Yeah, I
us?
got it. Don't worry.
All right. I'll be outside then.
All right.
I'll walk outside.
And I'd like to put the halfling in a sack and step on it.
You're going to kill the halfling. Okay. Yeah, you kill the halfling.
All right,
He's
and
now
I leave, and I say this has been a successful day, and go meet up with Icor.
All right. Did you? So what did you pick up exactly? You picked up the swords.
Everything. Swords, the
Oh.
gold. Yeah.
The beer.
Did you pick up the doll that said "Do not touch"?
I put it in a sack.
Did you touch the doll in any way, shape, or form?
No, not
Okay.
physically.
Okay.
I've had enough cursed items in my life. I'm done.
Okay. I was trying to give you a big blinking sign to leave it alone, but you
Yeah, I
obviously felt like
appreciate
taking
that,
it.
but someone somewhere would like to buy that.
All right.
Probably also a bag of halfling too, but I'm not interested in dealing with that, so I'm going to leave the bag of halfling behind.
Okay. As you're walking out, you see a host of what appears to be the city guard running to the top of the architecture site, the archaeology site.
Yep. And I'll do a little casual one-handed salute at them and say, "Gentlemen," and I'll walk the other way.
All right. I will say your alignment will probably shift because of that, because it's kind of an evil thing to do. As annoying as he was.
I would like to argue that attempting to filch us after we lost a friend, that was such an, if anything, that was hard lawful. That was hard, like, you have dishonored me beyond acceptability.
You've convinced me of that.
I was so like, I was annoyed at him before, but that was like, you're going to die now. This is a kill. This is a matter of life and death, in which, upon after it being established as life and death, you've betrayed me. Like,
Okay.
this is the penance.
I'll give you that.
Cassian's absolutely not murder hobo-y, but that was like, nope.
Okay. Yep.
Tycor's legitimately mad at himself. He's questioning his own bravery now, since he left, without dragging that body out, without trying to kill that other dragon. He's starting to swear that dragons are now his new mortal enemies, or immortal enemies, whatever you call them.
Uh-oh.
So, what did you guys think about that?
I think it was a rousing success. I think we did well.
We went in.
I'm glad that he got his teeth punched in. That was my favorite part of that.